What's good, everybody? It is JC Sims here, and I'm back again today with another community lot, surprisingly. Today is going to be my entry for the Sparked Challenge, which you can find on the Sims 4 gallery. I'm pretty sure it's still going on, at least the first round. But this gallery challenge, the first Spark Challenge, is about rustic weddings, and I went with the builder category, obviously. And I am building a super basic barn wedding build. I've seen it so many times on YouTube, and that's just kind of the first thing that came to mind. I didn't enter this contest with hopes or ideas of winning at all. You know, there's so many people out there that make such elaborate builds that I wasn't trying to win. I personally just like making wedding venues and having my Sims make memories. It's fun for me, so that's what we're doing. This is just a barn. It has a silo right here. The silo just houses the bathrooms, and that's it. And then you can do whatever you want with it. It's 3 floors, but it's only like 2 small bathrooms. And then on the other side, which we will be putting in momentarily, we're going to be building like horse stables. So they're like renovated horse stables, and that's where you would have your reception and things like that. So this is a really, really, really fun build. I have not done a video in a while. I feel like, well, that's a lie. I just uploaded the roof restaurant, obviously, a few days ago. And that I actually built a while ago, and then I made the voiceover, and then I built this a few days ago. But right now, as you can see, I am looking for these barn doors. I saw these on Twitter. I'm not sure who the creator is right now, but obviously I will put that in the down bar or somewhere on the screen so you can download them. They are CC free. I'm pretty sure they're base game, and they're just debug objects, and they're placed as rooms. So I love the way those look. So I put those in between the reception stable and the kind of main ceremony barn. I have not been filming or even playing Sims as much in the past few weeks. I'm in the process of moving, and you just know how stressful that is. And I also have a new dog, a new puppy that takes up a lot of my time. So I haven't been finding enough time to sit down and make some solid builds. But I'm also putting things off because there are going to be some really exciting updates coming to the channel, you guys. I'm so excited. Right now, I am talking off of my new mic stand. I use a Blue Snowball microphone. I've had this microphone for years, and I got a stand for it on Amazon for about $20, and it's like professional. It has a pop filter and a windscreen. So that is part 1 of my updates that I'm doing to my whole setup. Besides that, I got a whole new crazy Alienware gaming PC, a gaming monitor, keyboard, a bunch of RGB peripherals. I'm trying to get my setup perfect. I also commissioned one of my friends over on Twitter, Kath. She is going to do some animations, intros, outros, you know, all that within the next few coming weeks. The computer won't be here until about mid-August, so about another 3 weeks to a month until it gets here right now as of what the shipping says. But when that gets here, that is kind of what I want to wait to unveil everything, and I personally can't wait because I have been playing on a Mac for the past 10 years, over 10 years. So when I partitioned my Mac to play Sims 3 and Sims 2, I was like, I kind of just want to go all out and get a whole gaming PC where I can keep all my Sims games and just do it like that. So that's what I have done, and I'm really excited. And today, with the microphone stand coming, that was like the first official start of my setup, journey. So I thought about doing like a little series. So all of my objects are going to get here like staggered. I get objects every few days for my setup. I'm not going to get it all at the same time. So I thought of just doing like a series, like my on my way to my dream PC series or something where, I'm unlocking the products that I'm buying and, reviewing them. So I got new lighting and all this stuff. So I cannot wait for you guys to see the outcome of all of this investment. But yeah, so after we've wasted a good 5 minutes talking about my setup, back to the build. Right now I'm working on that renovated kind of horse stable looking reception area. The barn I wanted to keep kind of old and rustic, but the stables are definitely renovated with the glass roofing and the lighter, newer paneling on the side. I really like this venue. I personally like wedding wise, I don't think I would pick a rustic wedding, but I feel like in The Sims, it's really easy given the stuff that we have to make rustic weddings look really good. So, yes. Just moving the barn over. I really like what I do with the area in between the barn and the reception area. You'll see later on in the build. But here's what I said about the silo. Like, I just put bathrooms on the bottom floor, and then I kind of made it like a normal silo where the top two floors are just open. So you can make this into like a storage room. You can make this into like a suite for the couple that's getting married. You can make it into a kitchen. I did not include a kitchen just because the chefs never work in my game. The chefs always come for my weddings and they make like the most random foods like pancakes and like chips and salt. Like it always works terribly. So I always make my Sims make. I'm sorry if you hear my stomach growling, but I always make my Sims like make their own food and just bring it. But also, this is my first video where I've used all of the packs. I recently completed my collection with the sale, and this is the first build that actually includes all of it. So I was able to put the banquet tables in here. I don't know how those work. I assume like food just generates on them like they did in like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. So that will make things a lot easier. But right now I'm trying to hang these twinkly lights from the ceilings. I think I cut it out cutted. Is that a word? I think I cut out 15 minutes of footage. I cannot speak today. It is early in the morning and my words are all jumbled. But this took forever. I don't know if there's an easier way. I tried to do it on the walls, but then they just floated a little bit and I am not about to float. But I put footage of me putting one up here so you just knew how annoying that was for me. And then I wanted to put them on every single beam that I kind of ran through the place, but those two beams took so long that I was like, nope, two's fine. We don't need to do the other ones. It's cool. And then I was going to do it all throughout, and I was like, I'm not even going to bother. I really am not going to bother. That was like really bad and annoying. I guess I really need to download the tool mod and kind of play with that, which I will soon. I was talking to the creator of the tool mod on Twitter, and they were kind of trying to show me things that are a little more simple that you can do because I am very intimidated by the tool mod. And I honestly, one of the reasons I haven't got it yet is because I rarely build with like a family. I always build from Manage Worlds, and the tool mod, I'm pretty sure you have to go into live mode. So that'll be a change to get used to, but the tool mod just lets you do so much more with your builds. So I'm definitely going to check it out. By the way, I'm really loving this microphone stand. I'm going to link it down below. You can get it off Amazon. I think I mentioned this already, but it was like 20 something dollars. I think it was $22, and it's so professional. It stays here. It's very sturdy. And from the test that I did, my microphone sounds a little more like stable. I don't know if that makes sense, but I can tell the difference. So yeah. Also, I don't really talk about my Sims Twitter on here a lot. I think it's because I post way more on Twitter. I do have a Twitter for Sims related content. It is JCSims11. It's always in the description bar. Definitely follow me on there. I am hosting a nifty knitting giveaway. I'm giving away to 2 people. So if you don't follow me, I would recommend going to follow me. Not even for the giveaway, but I post memes and I interact a lot on there, and the community over on Twitter is just phenomenal and so supportive, and I really feel like I couldn't do this without you. I know that like most of my subscribers on here also follow me on Twitter anyways, so thank you. I just hit 400 followers on Twitter, and I just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. I know it's like not big or anything, but it's a big deal to me, so yay, claps for me. But yeah, I'm also thinking about when I get my setup completely done, talking about camera, webcam, all that, I am going to start streaming on Twitch. I think I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday just to be safe, because streams usually go for a while, and I don't want to commit myself to filming for 3 to 5 hours every single day, because I am a student first. I'm trying to graduate and get the hell out of here. But I am going to start streaming, and I think with the face cam and stuff, I will start doing like let's build style videos more, just because I like speed builds, don't get me wrong. I just find it hard to talk about stuff, because if I was to talk about the build during a speed build, I kind of start on a tangent and it's going too fast, and like you saw what just happened. We missed like me decorating the whole thing. This has turned into an update video, because I've had so many ideas. I've been spending my nights on YouTube looking at gear and peripherals and how to stream on Twitch and do all that. So this is just an update video. A lot of awesome, fun things coming to this channel. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, keep that notification bell on. I promise you guys won't regret it. But we're almost done with the reception area. I will say I went back and looked at the flowers a lot. I'm very much a white flower type of person when it comes to like weddings, and there's not a lot of like white flower pot options in The Sims. So that's why I took those planter pots, because this is kind of a mess up here now that I look at it. I don't know, I like it. It's definitely like gardeny and rusticy, but I don't like all the colors personally. But it looks okay. And then instead of hanging twinkle lights, I just hung these chandeliers, and I think those look really good. Now we're starting on my favorite part of the build, which is the stable reception room. And this room's really fun. Obviously, it's basic wedding stuff, bar, buffet, dance floor, that type of stuff. But it looks really fun, and I think the hangout area beside this, in between the farm, is also a really fun idea. That's where I would be hanging out at a wedding, because I've been to a few weddings now, and open bars are not a good idea. I tend to have a few too many. That's all I'm going to say. The weddings that I've been to have always just, like, ever since I turned 21 a few years ago, it's like, no, like, I've learned, like, no open bar for me. But yeah, I would definitely get down in here. I put this DJ station, just the cheapest one. I felt like it looked the most like something you could pick up and take with you, so that's why I put that one down. And here is where I start using the buffet tables. I was going to just use normal tables, and then I was like, wait, I have all this new stuff. So I use a lot of the, luxury party stuff, I think, yes. So I use a lot, well, not a lot, just the chairs. I love the chairs in this pack. But yes, we have a little, that's where the bride and groom, or the groom and groom, or the bride and bride, or whoever's getting married, that is who would sit here, obviously. That's just the way that I've seen it set up most of the time. Went ahead and changed those flowers in there to this white. I don't like the green swatch on them, but I'd rather have the green with the nice white rather than the nice green with the pink. So I went with the green and white in here. And it's just very white. My weddings are always just white. I don't know why. I think I'm going to challenge myself one day and try to build like a black tie wedding, especially now that I have all the new luxury party stuff. I feel like that would go really well with a like black tie vibe. And now I'm doing the centerpieces. These completely change. It was doing way too much. Like, this is where I drew the line. Like, it got too country for me, and I don't like that vibe at all. So I changed these centerpieces out. I leave the candles though. I just changed the actual like flower arrangement because I was not a fan of them all over the tables. Using some more of these curtains from Dine Out. I think I use those all the time. And if you also didn't notice, I do not have any CC on at all. Since I ordered my gaming computer, I am going to be real. I haven't had the motivation to even play Sims. Not because I don't want to like build, but after I completed my collection, having all the packs, then having all my mods and CC, like my game just, it wasn't super slow, but it was just way more laggy than I can deal with. I don't like to deal with any lag at all, ever. So, I've been in this weird thing where I'm like, ugh, I just wish my computer would get here tomorrow because I really just want to game on that. But I'm going to stick through it. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging out to dry for a month until my new computer gets here. But yeah, I'm just really ready for it. I'm so ready for it. We're putting some gifts, some nice blenders and housewares that you would get at a wedding. Is it rude? I've never like taken a wedding gift. I've only been to like 2 or 3 weddings since I've like been an adult and been by myself without like my parents, and I didn't bring them a gift. Is that bad? I don't know. I'm lying. I sent a gift card to the one, but like I don't know. That's just me. Look at me rambling again. I don't want to be negative and say like I'm terrible at voiceovers, but I just start going off on a tangent. That's just my signature thing. Just start talking. But we are almost done. Oh, my apologies. We are almost done with the build. Kind of. Not really. We're about halfway through. Putting in more flowers and more flowers and more flowers. I love these flowers. These are from... Ooh, don't get me... I think they're from Perfect Patio, if I'm not mistaken. And I always use those, size them up. I think they look so good. They look almost like a hydrangea, maybe, or like a mum, or a carnation. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I'm not a flower person at all. But yeah, I like this like lush, overgrown look in here. And the DJ can still get to the DJ booth and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. Now I'm going to go ahead and detail the rest of the ceremony area with some more flowers. One thing we definitely need, I think, is some more fountains in the game. I wanted a fountain, like a water moment in here, and all the fountains were just way too big. And then if you size them down, the water stays big and all that. I'm like, ugh, I can't. So I did not put a little water feature in here, but I wanted to. I did see, however, this is not related to this build. Again, are you surprised? The Nifty Knitting live stream was yesterday, but I'm working on moving 2 hours, so I'm having to drive like 2 hours there and 2 hours back, like multiple times a week to move stuff, just before like the movers get in there and do it all. So I haven't really been watching videos the past few days, so I need to get on the live stream. But I saw that they're making an update where that little saucer light is now going to be automatically sized down for you, so you don't have to size it down, which is amazing. It's just the little things. I saw people complaining like you can size it down yourself, and I'm like, yeah, but when you're making a big build and you're using like 50 of these lights, like now you have to worry, are they being sized down to the right amount? Like now it's just the little things that just take care of little annoyances here and there, which I appreciate. So I need to watch the live stream. Personally, I'm not going to say I'm not excited for Nifty Knitting. I'm really excited for Plopsy and to do like the whole Etsy thing. I just can't say that I'm going to spend like so much time knitting. Like I'm definitely going to play around with it. But I'm not going to spend like, I'm not going to make an LP of me knitting, but I definitely will use Plopsy. I'm really hoping that Plopsy will not just be for like stuff you can knit. I really hope Plopsy, I can sell like anything that I can make, or maybe I can sell used furniture on there. Like that's what I'm hoping, but fingers crossed. That's why I need to watch the live stream to see how it works. But you know, I haven't got to watch it yet. So right now I'm just terrain painting to make the build like melt into here a little bit more. Really kind of like grass, wild grass and flowers growing. It's not like a perfectly manicured anything. It's a barn, it's a farm. So um, I didn't really worry about making it manicured, but I did put in a bunch of these little glass pieces to kind of really bring the farm into the build and make it look like it's been sitting there and not just, a farm plopped on some grass. So, yeah. And then I also do some ivy work around momentarily, which I really like. Speaking of me, like, being, like, not wanting to play until I get my gaming computer, I really don't know what I should build next. I'm going to go ahead and finish the Chelsea Avenue. But after that, I don't really know what I want to build. So if you guys have any suggestions, if you guys would like to see a speed build of anything, please let me know. The Jersey Shore Let's Build. I'm going to continue that when my computer setup comes, just because I I felt, well, one, my mouse clicks are just too loud with the Magic Mouse that comes with Apple. The mouse clicks are too loud, and I want a face cam. I think that a Let's Build without a face cam is just kind of boring. I don't know, so that's gonna have to wait. But I'm using the new like string lights from I think Kids Room or Toddler Stuff, one of the two. Oh my god, I love those so much. But now we're starting to work on this little area between the reception area and the ceremony like barn, and I actually made this into like a smoking area. I don't know, I don't get monetized anyways. I have 100 subscribers, so I don't have to worry about that. But like I use the bubble blowers, but you know how like these days, I'm 23 by the way, so this channel is not like kid friendly. Like it's not like, I don't know, I talk about whatever comes to a 23-year-old's mind. And like weddings, I've seen a lot of weddings have like weed bars. And so that's the vibe that I went for out here. This is supposed to be like a weed bar, but it's obviously the bubble blower thing. But it looks really awesome because I used the hookahs obviously, but I got to use the new um, poofs that came with Kids Room stuff those are the only thing that I've been wanting forever. Like I'm so happy that I finally have those, and the globe lights, like, oh, I love them. But I just have a few of those stations. You can come out here. I also put another bar out here, so if you don't want to like be in there with all the loud music, you can come out here and like blow bubbles. I'm doing air quotes as I say blow bubbles, but so that's what I did. And here's the bar, and I really liked that. I just thought that this area wouldn't have looked complete with just like pathways. I wanted to do something and make it a little more fun and interactive, and I never put this type of area in any wedding venue, so I definitely think it's a super fun, unique touch to a wedding that I haven't really seen before. So feel free to start putting those in your wedding venues. I don't know if you can tell, but I keep having to break up the voiceover. I try to do the voiceover in one take all the time, but I had a little emergency before I started filming this video. I was playing with my puppy who is sitting on my lap right now. I don't know if you can hear him panting, and I stopped playing with him and he got mad, and I was on my phone and he bit my lip and caught me off guard. But like when he bit it, he caught onto my lip. Like I know it's TMI, but like my a piece of my lip is currently like hanging, and I'm like, do I go get stitches? It's not so bad. Like I'm making it sound a little bit, but there is a good like chunk in my skin on my lip, so I keep having to cut because it keeps like bleeding and like hurting. So that's so gross, but I had to share that. Follow me on Twitter. I share all my unfortunate mishaps on Twitter all the time. Like I swear. I also, before I put this, oh, I already put it on the gallery. I already uploaded it as a challenge. Darn. I wanted to make the grass look a little bit dirtier. The grass looks a little too perfect. I forgot to do that. But yeah, I'm really just putting on the final touches. I think all I have left to do is the bathrooms after I do the ivy. I love this ivy. This is the, I'm trying to see. Is that City Living? It might be City Living. No. It's Island Jungle Adventure. It is Jungle Adventure for sure. I love how that looks on there with the white. It just really completed the build right there, and then put in some like greenery behind it so it looks super natural. And then we're gonna go over to the silo, and I just put ivy all up the silo. Now that I'm looking at it, you can't see the ivy from like the front screenshots, but it's fine. It still looks really good. I wish I would have positioned it a little bit better, but it did come out looking really good on there. And I love how the silo is copper. I feel like I don't see that very much, but I wanted it to look like it was restored in like a nice copper finish. But I do think the ivy came out looking really natural. I love doing ivy on builds. I think I've done ivy on like a good majority of my builds that I've uploaded. So yeah, but it ended up looking really nice. I also have another piece of really exciting news, which it's probably not exciting to anyone else but me, but Aiden, Devin Bumpkin, has followed me on Twitter. And I hate to sound like a fanboy, but like I totally am. Like he is like a celebrity to me. He's the only YouTuber that I have like my notifications on for it. Every time he uploads a video, if I don't have anything to do, I watch it right then and there. So it means a lot that now he like follows me because he is one of my biggest inspirations. And I feel like there's always like a little 1 minute Aiden appreciation, but like no, really, like he's just such an awesome creator, and he's so unique, and like I can't find any other YouTubers like him, which is awesome. There shouldn't be any other YouTubers like anybody. Everyone should be unique, but he's just the best. But right now, the only thing I have left to do is the bathrooms, which is really not exciting. So I'm going to leave the voiceover off here to finish the speed build, listen to some nice, cheery music, and then we'll have the video tour. So I hope you enjoyed this rustic, I call it Hawk's Farm, this rustic farm wedding venue for the Sims Sparked Challenge. Go ahead, download it off the gallery. I went ahead and I changed my gallery name, so I'm pretty sure it is just JC Sims 11 as well, but I will put it somewhere on the screen, so you can go download it if you like. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, like it. Hit the notification bell if you're feeling frisky, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.